I'm sorry, it didn't work.
It didn't come on?
No, go ahead right now.
Okay, before I ask you any questions, Mr. Gonzalez, I'm gonna have to advise you your rights. And as I read them to you, I'd like for you to put your initials right next to the number. You have the right to remain silent. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Number two, anything you say may be used against you in court. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Number three, you may have the right to stop and to have a lawyer present while being questioned.
Yes, I do.
Okay, number four, if you cannot afford to hire a lawyer will be appointed for you without cost before question. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
And number five, if you wish to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, the waiver, I have read the statement of my rights shown above and understand what my rights are. No promises or threats have been made to me and no pressure of any kind. Is that
Correct.
true? Is that true, sir?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I need you to sign it right there for me if you
Can
will.
you sign it, because I wrote that after the first time I read it. And would you please print your name underneath your signature, please?
Okay, just for the record, this is Mr. Edens, state attorney for this reason. You've met him earlier.
Yes, I
Mr.
do.
Edens, do you have something to say to him?
Yes, I do. I've got two questions I want to ask you before making any statements. One, can I be unarrested if I comply? And two, can I receive amnesty?
You
Now,
can't,
I'm talking about coming completely clean, not holding back nothing.
you cannot be unarrested, but the cooperation that you give us will be reported to the court. I can't tell you ahead of time if you're going to be given amnesty. I can promise you that if you cooperate with me and talk with me and tell me the truth, that I will report that to the court. Now, these gentlemen can join in and explain kind of how that works, but that's basically the situation. You know, you and I talked earlier today.
I want you to know in saying this, I'm signing my death warrant too.
Well, I understand now. We promised you that we were going to provide you protection to the extent we can today, and I don't think you signing your death warrant. I understand that these people are dangerous, and I respect that. And I appreciate your concern, and I understand why you didn't talk to us in detail earlier today, but you've indicated that you want to talk to us, and I'll be glad to listen.
And please make them let me have this water in jail, because it'll kill me without it. I've got a thing in my wallet I will show you first from my physician. To my knowledge, there was 6 or 7 individuals involved, 5 of them black. My son, Wayne, and myself. I did not go into the house. I did not get out of the van. I did hear gunshots. I do not know who fired them. I was not in the house. There was more than 3 individuals that went into that house. There were 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 4 blacks and 2 Caucasians. The blacks, I don't know the name. One of them, I do know they're from Fort Walton. One of them has teal green, I think we heard that before, a teal green Escalade with a decal on the driver passenger rear window that says 5th Dimension written in fifth dimension. You know about that then, I guess.
They do.
And it's got it on the back window also. All right, minivan, I don't really know about. I was under the standing at the time that it was going to be a robbery. I had no idea that anybody was going to die.
I understand.
After the deal was done, there was a trade-off of weapons in weapons or whatever else the shit they got, because I'm in the front of the van, not driving between the two seats. And I'm looking that way for the police coming this way. Anyway, they traded them off. We took the van back to my house. Wayne and I took the van back to my house. At that time I said, man, this is a fucked up thing. Got this at my house, man. Oh, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be moved in a couple of days. We can't do it now. So, that's what I know.
Let me fill in some of the blanks, okay?
Okay.
How did it get started? Tell me about leading up to it, how it was planned and how you got involved and that kind of thing, and how the other people got involved and that sort of thing.
I was invited to get involved by my son, which I thought it was a crock of bullshit, but finally realized it wasn't. And then once I was so involved to where I knew where everything was, I sure the hell couldn't have got backed out, because I'd have got offed. And I think you realize that. In any event, this Christian fellow that adopted all the children been washing money for the Mexican mafia for years, but the newspaper doesn't report that. I was also told that he was in bed with a little 6-year-old Oriental girl in a sheer negligee. I've also been told that he has sodomized several of the children. But how can you convict somebody on the testimony of a disabled child or not mentally all there?
How long before the actual robbery did you get involved? About how long?
About 4 or 5 days.
Did you meet any of the other people before the day of the robbery, other than your son?
No.
Who knew about the situation with whatever the man had, Mr. Billings had, in terms of money or whatever it was? How did the people know that he...
Quite a few people knew. From my understanding.
What did your son tell you about that?
Mexican mafia moves dope like it's Kool-Aid. They'll bring, his name was Billings.
Yes, sir.
They'll bring Billings $100,000. He's moving cars all over town. He'll cut him a check for $80,000. He just put $20,000 in